Okay, so the main event, man. This is interesting. So today we're talking about how you think you have time, but you don't, right? A lot of us think we have time. A lot of us think we have time to go get in shape. A lot of us think that we have time to, prioritize our health. Right now, I'm focused on the bag. I want to get money. I want to live my life and I want to do this and that. But it doesn't get easier as you get older. It gets significantly harder. You thinking that you're going to be 45, 50 years old, finally making the money you want to make. And now let me go jump into getting in shape. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's going to be extremely difficult because now you're battling 20, 30, 40 years of bad habits. You're trying to squeeze that into 6 weeks, 8 weeks of being consistent. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen how you think it's going to happen. I'll say that. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's not going to happen how you think is going to happen. Like we act like tomorrow is guaranteed. We act like, we have so much time out here. We think we can just put shit on the back burner. The most important thing we have is our health. And we think we can just put that on the back burner and go live life. Let me go chase this bag. Let me go chase this girl. Let me go chase. This doesn't even really apply to fitness, man. This is worldwide shit. The biggest lie the biggest lie that we always tell ourselves is I'll start tomorrow. I'll start Monday. I'll start, January 1st. Well, we don't have time. We don't have time. Cuz one thing that y'all need to realize is your 20s go by quick, man. I just turned 30 in January. And it really, to me, it feels like just yesterday I was turning 21. That's how fast this shit goes by. It feels like yesterday I was turning 21. I'm 30 now, bro. I'm about to be 31 in 6 months. We're already in August. Yeah, in January 12th, I'll be 31, bro. This and in 10 years, I'll be 40. And that's gonna go by quick. Like we don't realize how fast time goes, man. Time does not wait on nobody, bro. Like every year that we develop negative habits, that's just more years of of time that you have to get back. That's just more years of things that you have to undo. Bad habits that you develop right now, it's just more years of compounded work that you have to do to to um to uh to fix those bad habits. So you might as well start now while you have the energy, the youth, the time. Because as you get older, bro, you got responsibilities. You might have a family, you might have a wife, you have a business, you have work, you have obligations, you got kids, extracurricular activities. Like these things do not make it convenient for you to get in better shape. It just doesn't. Life really is meant, if you don't put yourself in the best position, life is really meant to destroy you. Again, if you don't put yourself in the best position to win, it's really meant to destroy you, mainly because there's so many factors that come with life that are out of your control that you don't expect to see coming, that is going to hinder your goals. How many of you guys have had goals and say, oh, by this age, I want to do this. By this age, I want to have this. By that age, I want to do this and that. And then that age gets there and you look back and you be like, damn, I thought by now I have this. The whole time life been whooping your ass, giving you curveballs, giving you things that you didn't expect to happen, giving you emergencies that happened that you had no idea would happen, and now it just threw off most of your plans. And that's what happens when you constantly put things off to the last minute, mainly your health, bro. Mainly your health. We have this weird illusion of time. Like it's crazy. And we don't understand the cost of wasted time. Let me just run some stats by you guys. For you guys that don't understand Uh, how much time costs. So muscle decline. Men lose 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after age 30, with the rate accelerating after 40. After 50, muscle declines at about 1 to 2% per year, and strength declines even faster, 1.5 to 5% per year if you're inactive. Loss of muscle, sarcopenia, equals weaker metabolism, which equals harder fat loss, which equals more fat gain. When it comes to your testosterone and hormones, testosterone naturally declines about 1% per year after age 30. This is if you're inactive and don't work out. Men who stay sedentary stay steeper drops compared to men who stay sedentary see steeper drops compared to those who lift and stay lean. Low testosterone equals low energy, which equals low muscle retention, which equals reduced libido, which equals more fat storage. This is what happens when you put off working out until your late 40s, your 50s. This is what you have to deal with. But most people, they don't even weigh these costs. They just think, oh, I'm gonna work. I got time. I'm gonna work out later on. Let me just chase this bag. Let me focus on my job. Let me focus on this. But you don't understand how much it's costing you down the line. Our main superpower as men is our libido, our testosterone. That's what gives us the drive to wake up every day. When you neglect your health and staying active and staying in shape, you slowly lose your superpower. You slowly lose the main thing that makes you a man. So why would you put that off? Why would you even risk seeing that decline? Right? Let me show y'all a video real quick of a man who talks about how he wishes he had more time. And this is unrelated to fitness, but it's still in the same category, right? He's talking about lust, how he was chasing women, but it kind of comes back to the topic of wasted time and what he could have did and what he wishes he did. It's all the same thing. So let's take a look at it right now, man.
Look back on all of the time that I wasted on bullshit, women, relationships, chasing box, all of that stuff. This could have been time that I could have been doing the things that I'm telling you about now. This could have been time that I could have learned a new skill that by now I would have mastered, and I would have been able to make tons of money at it. This would have been the time that it would have took for me to try new things and no, I don't like that. Let me go to another thing and then find out what I really want to do and then learn it, develop it, master it even, right? But I wasted all of that time and now I'm against time. Look back on all of the time that I wasted on bullshit, women, relationships.
This could be applied to 99% of people, man. Don't be like that guy. And I'm not shitting on him, and I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to, you know, be an asshole, but at the same time, you don't want to get to that point in life where you're 55 and you're looking back feeling regretful on everything that you should have done. This is the cost of waiting till the last minute. This is the cost of thinking you have time. I'm not saying you're going to be 55 in a post office truck making YouTube videos, but you guys get what I'm saying. You guys get the gist of what I'm saying is you don't want to have any regret. You don't want to have any thoughts of I wish I could have did this. So if you're able-bodied right now, if you have the energy, if you have the drive, the motivation, you need to start now. You don't want to be like that. Sometimes it takes you being in isolation. I'm not saying cut everybody off and don't talk to anybody and be a fucking monk. Sometimes that works, but you have to do it in your way that is healthy and sustainable for you. So, whatever area in life that you're lacking, if you guys are watching, it's mainly to get in shape. Well, then you need to formulate a plan that's going to help you get there. And that's what I do. If you guys are watching, I do online coaching, and we do make structures for our clients so that they can reach their fitness goals. We go over your game plan, we go over your goals, we go over your lifestyle, and we curate a plan that is meant for you and only you, so that you don't have to be like this guy. So at least now you have the information to get yourself to where you need to be at. It just takes 90 days, yo. It takes 90 days of just intense focus and dedication and consistency to really see a massive change in your body. It doesn't take that long. 90 days. Now, if you're a heavier set individual, then it might take a little bit longer. But if your main goal is to get in shape and cut down some body fat, if you're the average male, right, then it just takes 3 months, bro. It takes 90 days of just consistency, focus, training, the right diet to really see a massive change in your body. It doesn't take that long. And that's the greatest thing about getting in shape. Again, if you're an average male, if you're an average male with an average male body type, the greatest thing about fitness and being in shape is that you can calculate when you can get in shape. You can calculate as to when you can start seeing drastic changes. When it comes to making money in business, these are things you really can't predict. You might start a business and you make money in 5 years, 10 years. You can make money in the first year. It's very unpredictable. But with fitness, there's a science behind it. There's macros to back it. You know, there's a whole system in place to where if you follow this program in about 3 to 6 months of consistent training and focus, you will guarantee see results. And that is the honest truth. That is the greatest thing about fitness, man. You can really dictate when you can really see results if you follow a structured plan. And it could be the same in financials. You know, I'm not really too big on that. I really do think that is something that is unpredictable. But with fitness, at least we know there is science behind it. So it really just takes baseline 3 months, 90 days of just consistent focus. And you'll see results. And you won't have any regrets. You won't have any second thoughts about what you wish you could have did when you was 25 or 30 or 35. Now you're 55. Now you're 60. I see guys all the time, man, that are in their 70s, you know, older individuals now trying to get in shape. And I'm not saying it's too late, but man, you missed the 8 ball, man. You missed it. You're way behind now. You've already developed things that really you probably can't get rid of, that you could have avoided had you started earlier. But most of us, we don't take shit serious until something drastic happens to us, or worse, it's too late. So